Just waiting for one of these sports cars to bottom out. Neeks. Don't need that underside. This is the way. This is the way. I asked for this. I named myself. I did this. So I don't think this is so much a way as it is just a way of life. If you want to ride at this time of year and you live in Mississippi or St. Louis or Florida or Alabama, you're gonna get this. It's gonna rain. It's like Samuel Jackson says, that's a good ass burger. No, wait, hold on to your butts. Drive carefully, wear the right gear, and don't be an idiot, and you'll survive a rainstorm on a motorcycle. And give everybody plenty of room, and wait for stupid people to do stupid things, like that guy with no headlights. I think this is a character building moment. I think that's what this is. I'm not sure whose character it's building, but I firmly believe it's something or other. It's not a bad day, just as long as you're covered up, as long as you got your gear on, you're not gonna get damaged out in the rain. You may get your feelings hurt, but you won't get damaged. Some people would say I'm crazy for doing this. Those people would be right. But I haven't ridden a motorcycle since Friday before last, so that would be 10 days. I actually know if I didn't ride a bike that day, so it's been 11 days. So after Friday before the big ice storm, there was a rainstorm, and it was freezing rain. So I decided, in probably the smartest thing I've ever done, to not take the bike that day. I've not made a lot of smart decisions in my life, but that was probably one. They're not very good at they're not very good at plowing around here because, well, it doesn't ever snow or rain here, so I gotta remember to sand the tracks. So as you can see, we're coming up to a bunch of black ice here, and I'm wondering, that won't be any better. So ride right through the middle of it. I hope I don't wipe out. Like that. Shit. Well, that eventually had to happen. Kill the bike. And I have no idea how to get this up. Well, why am I so dumb? Well, I got good traction on my boots. Let's see if okay, so I can get it back up. Slippery as shit. So I can get the kickstand down. Oh boy. Hi. I dropped it. Oh yeah. I probably should. Okay. Well, I gotta get it turned around first. Well, that was no fun. Zero of 10, do not recommend. Let's get it back home. All right. See if I can find a safe place to turn it around. Well, I do know if I drop the bike, I can get it back up. That's important to know. Well, let's see if we can get her safely back home, and I guess I'm taking the car today. Again, those people that said I was stupid for doing this, well, I guess you were right. Because this ain't no KLR. Not by a long shot. And I will with that guy that said I have always been safe and this bike is good in the snow and ice, and guess what, dudes? Shit happens. What are you gonna say? I mean, well, at least I know I can pick it up. That's important to know. More important than you know. See if we can not have a repeat performance here. My feet are already in the ice. Great. Okay, let's get this thing swapped out. That is the only time I have ever dropped this bike. Okay, nice and slow. I think I bent the foot peg. There, yeah, I did. Yeah, I bent her a little bit, but that's what she's for. So I guess I get that fixed later. Well, let's change out and get back to work. Well, it finally had to happen. I have to eat my words. So if you look right on at the bike, you look at the driving lights and the floorboards, you can see something is different about one of them. I finally laid the bike down in the ice. Get a good video for it later. Show you, but yeah, it's the only damage to the bike. The good thing is now I know I can pick the bike up in 2 inches of ice if I have to, off of its side, because I laid it down and there were people everywhere and everybody just stared. Nobody laughed, nobody said anything, and nobody came to help either. They just sat there and stared. And I tried to wave people over and they just kept driving. So Mississippi, you suck. I'm gonna move. All right, I guess I had to get in the other car and get to work. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, so I'm back from the ER. I obviously, anyone's already heard, I fractured a vertebra and I'll be out of work for a while. But that's not the bad part. The worst part about going to the ER is having to pull all these things off of a hairy body. So pray for me. I'm gonna need it. Okay, so it's a few days later. I'm home. Had my couple hospital visits, and let's talk about what happened. Whose fault is it that I fell on the ice? Obviously mine. I miscalculated the effectiveness of my skills on the road. But let's talk about something else. I speak in the video about how many people just passed me right by. My wife had posted on the community page I had an accident and people weren't even stopping. And the amount of nasty comments I got to that were ridiculous. People saying, well, you know, it's my own fault. And yeah, they're going to drive by me, some stupid asshole in the road. One guy even said, yeah, my son and my dad both drive, you know, and they won't drive in this. And, you know, if they fell, I'd drive by them too. Well, I mean, what are you just telling everybody? That you're an absolute asshole? You know, you just told your father and your son that if they fell on the side of the road, you wouldn't help them because they did something dumb. If you ever had children, they do dumb things and you help them anyway. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. I have never not stopped for someone who was in dire need, especially if it looked like they were injured. And for people to drive right by me just because I was on a motorcycle and they thought I shouldn't, man, that makes no sense at all. I wasn't breaking the law, wasn't doing anything illegal. Just having a good time out on my motorcycle trying to get to work. So that's my main transportation. You know, if somebody was in a car and they wrecked, you know, are you going to pass them by because they're just too stupid to drive on ice and they had an accident? I hope not. So it's a reminder to all of you, no matter how you feel about me getting out on the ice and trying to drive, hey, we're all human and we need to help each other out. So I'll leave it with that. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. You know, leave a comment down below whether you would drive in the ice or the rain or whatever. I had both of them in this video. But above all else, you know, be kind to each other because, you know, we're all in this together. All right, guys, see you next time.